Welcome to Trufflesoft. In this segment, I'll be covering a conditional statement known as the if statement. If statement basically puts a condition to a test and returns a value if it's true and returns another value if it's not true. The best way to explain it is looking at an example. Let's take a look at cell G10. Here we have a logical test. If D10 is equal to or greater than 6, return me a value yes. If it's not true, give me no. And as you can see, cell D10 is only 1, therefore it didn't meet the condition, therefore it gave me a return value of no. Now starting in cell D15, the value is 6, therefore it meets the condition and it gives me a return value of yes. Now you can substitute the text value with numerical value. Please note that the text values are always in quotation marks, while numeric value you can just type in the number. So I will put 1 here and 0 there. So if the condition is not met, give me a value of 0. If it is met, give me a value of 1. That's how the simple if statement works. Let's move on to slightly more difficult or a bit more complicated if statement. And this is a multiple condition if statement, otherwise known as nested if statement. So the logic here is basically it puts multiple condition to a test, and depending upon what you're testing, you can have multiple variation of outputs rather than just yes and no. So here it goes from left to right. First, I'm asking the condition whether cell E27 is NA. If it's true, give me a return value of NA, followed by, in case it's not NA, I want to put another if statement to be tested out. And in that case, if it's not NA, give me a further logical test where look at cell C27. If it's equal to or greater than D27, return me a value of yes. If not, no. So here I wrote a if statement to test out is that particular record an exception. If it's NA, give me an NA. And as you can see, cell E27 and E38 has NA, therefore the first condition is met. So therefore the logic statement stops there because it met the statement, it met the condition. Now in case where it's not an exception, where exception is null, go to the second conditional testing, and let's take a look. Here it says C28 equal to or greater than D28. Yes, it is. Therefore, it returned me a value of yes. Now let's look at March. Looks like the forecast number is greater than the actual number. Therefore, it returned me a value of no. You could have up to 255 character worth if statement written out. So you could have multiple if statement. It could be as many as 10, maybe 11, and it's only limited by the number of character that you can type into a cell. But I wouldn't recommend going beyond 3 or 4 because it's easy to get lost reading this statement because as you can see, it can get unwieldy very quickly.